Good morning, afternoon and evening, my crazies. My name's Angela and I'm the Crazy Poppy Lady, and fingers crossed this is a video asylum number 2. Let's hope it's working. So if any of you are here, it would be really lovely if you could give me a nudge in the box, in the comment box, so that I know that you're here. If not, I've done it wrong and there's going to be another random video as normal. Right, so while I'm waiting, yay, you're here. Hi everybody. Hi Natalie. Hi Aragorumi Ninja. Right, while I'm waiting for a couple more of you guys to come in, I thought I would run through some things for the newer members to the channel, although the two girls that are here at the moment are quite old, so they're going to know all this and they're going to be sitting there twiddling their thumbs, bored out of their heads. But sorry honeys. Right, so what I thought I would do is I would run through the patterns that are available on the channel at the moment, and then once I've finished going through those, I will come in and say hello to everybody that's coming in now. Right, so with my patterns, what I've actually done is I've stuck hashtags on them in the hopes that when you type in the hashtag number, it will pull up the video. So just a quick run through of the hashtags and what the patterns are that they relate to. So hashtag 01, of course, is the poppy brooch. Now, please remember that the original pattern was not mine. It was a free pattern, and the idea was or the creator of the pattern gave us the opportunity to make them and donate them, and not to make money personally for ourselves off of them. So that is hashtag number 1, that is the poppy brooch. Number 2, hashtag number 2, is the washcloth. Now that was a sarcastic video made because at that point in time the UK had no loo roll. Then we have hashtag number 3, which is the giant unicorn pillow that's behind me there. Then we have hashtag 04, hearts of hope. Now those are little hearts that I made into key rings. Now you can also use that pattern to make maybe a garland or something to hang up maybe in your background, Natalie. That was what I was sort of mentioning the other day on one of your videos. Alright, next one up is hashtag 5, which is the Spidey pillow, which I'm sorry to say you can't actually see because it's on the other side of the bed. Then we have 06, which is the C2C a cupcake blanket. 07 is a granny poppy square. Oh, sorry, the poppy granny square. Then we have the hashtag 08, which is a Crazy's quick cheat a blanket, and it's in the Crazy Don't Do stitch. Now the reason it's called that is because I didn't know what the actual stitch was called, and I believe I've now put the actual proper name to it in the description box of the video. Then we have a 09, which is the C2C unicorn blanket. 010 is the C2C penguin blanket. Nearly finished. Then we've got hashtag 11, which is the paperless paper chain. Now they were the ones for the Christmas decorations. And then you had 12 and 13, which I've put all together. So it comes under hashtag 12. And that is the Christmas card gift holders and the surprise Aragorumi Santa and Snowman. And then our new one for this year is, of course, the moose behind me. So right, now I've got to try and get into the messages and say hello to you all. Right, so of course we've got hello Natalie and our Aragorumi Ninja. Hello to Susan. I believe you're a newbie, aren't you, honey? And we got our Deanne Spencer and our Natalie's Closet and our Christine as well, and Gypsy's here. Hi everybody. I'm doing alright. How are you guys all doing? Now I've talked your ear off in the last, what, 3 minutes? Just bombarded you with stuff. Is it still even working? I hope so. Right, so what has everyone been up to today? I finally got that delivery come through, so tomorrow you'll be getting a video showing you all the red and black yarn and the other bits that I'd got in the delivery. And there's some really cool information there if you are in the UK or in Ireland, North and South Ireland, doesn't matter. You'll be able to get deliveries, but I'm sorry to say they're not delivering outside of the UK and Ireland at the moment, because they want to make sure that the prices for postage and stuff is going to be fair for all. Right, so I'm just going to start reading out your messages. We've got with Natalie saying, hi my crazy, hi y'all. My ninja is yoo-hoo. You are a loony, honey, but then hey, we can't be friends otherwise, can we? Right, Susan says hello. Hi Angela. Deanne is hello Poppy and everybody. Nat says hi Angela, driving but here. Nat, you are a toe rag, honey. I best not make you giggle too much. Where have we gone? Then sorry, Eric, I'm in my ninja lesson the blooming hold. Mate, I'm just as bad as you, don't worry about it. Oh, Christine is... I've lost it, where are we? Oh. Yeah, Christine was hello, Poppy. Gypsy is hey girl, hey Ange. Love... what was it? Hi Angela, love, how are you? And then she's saying that she's a lot... she's a lot better and good to see me. Right, and then Nat's doing well. Deanne's chilling with the grandbabies. Where are we? Uh-oh. Gypsy's been a shopping. She's waiting on a huge Joanne's order so she can film it. Have you got room to store it though, Gypsy? That's a problem we get, isn't it? Hiya, Kim. She says, hi, Ange. Hi, everybody. Then Natalie's come in with, hi, Natalie has come in with, hi, Nat. Gypsy's saying hi to Kim. Uh-oh, ninjas are just going in shopping, so I might lose her for a minute. That's all right, darling. We'll probably still be here when you get back. Natalie, the company that I ordered for isn't delivering outside of the UK yet. It's the one whose video is going up tomorrow, which is the stuff that I purchased last week, at the end of last week. Is a local yarn company to me. She's only small. She's not big at all. So she's still getting all the paperwork and everything ready for stuff to go outside of the UK. But she's managed to get it so far in the last couple of days since we've been talking. She's managed to get it so that we can get it shipped out to a Northern and Southern Ireland. So I don't think it's really a company that you will have heard of yet. So Natalie's saying hi Kim. And Nat said hi Natalie. Oh, gosh, you guys are confusing me already. Hello Julie. So Julie Beeswick Valentine has said hi Angela and everybody. Jen's in. Hiya Jen. Right, so Gypsy's been making room by turning out baby dresses and messy bun hats. Cool, as long as you can knock them out quick enough. Have you got people to buy them? I'm not managing to sell big items like that at the moment. Oh, thanks for the heads up, Natalie. Granny D was here for the first try and said she'd be back when she was watching Madonna's live. I really didn't think it had gone up. I have actually deleted it because it was only a few seconds and I thought I got in quick enough so that nobody spotted. But you guys are really, really quick, which to accept and come through. I'm well chuffed. Hi, Handmade Designs. Right. Right, Natalie's Closet says, okay, she was just curious because she had several orders come in from the UK, but that makes total sense, thanks. It's alright, as I said, I'll explain more about it in the video tomorrow anyway. I've probably covered most of it now in this section of the live, to be honest, Nat. Natalie. But any other questions, ask me on Messenger, because hey, I've been harassing you all day today with questions, haven't I? Hey, so Natalie's saying hi to HD, and Kim's Crochet and Knits is saying hi to Handmade Designs. Handmade Designs is saying hi to Natalie and Kim. Right, so what plans have you guys got for this afternoon, this evening, or this morning? Have you got anything that you're making? Or actually, the main question should be, are any of you making any of the patterns that I spoke about earlier that are already on the channel? I'd love to know if any of you are tackling this big one behind me and how far you've got, and whether the pattern's all right for you, or whether it's doing your nuts in a bit. Sorry, your heads in a bit. Right, so Gypsy is saying she does, I do actually, so this is in regards to whether she's managing to sell her stuff. She's saying she does actually, her neighbour specially orders a football team colours for all of the girls, for the family and the grandbabies, and she's making business card designs as we speak. Hooked by Megs. That sounds really, really cool, darling. It's pretty catchy. Why did you swap it from, why not use the Gypsy Yarn Yak? It's just me being nosy. Sometimes some people like to have the two different names, and I fully get that. I'm just too lazy. Everything is Crazy Poppy Lady. Everything. Okay, so Handmade Designs is making knitting a blanket. Better you than me, babe. I can only deal with one crochet hook. Don't get me wrong, I've done a bit of knitting, but only ever the one stitch, because that was pre YouTube and the possibility of learning something new. Kim's Crochet and Knits is finishing off a Bernie doll. I bet that I've seen those. Have they gone completely and utterly crazy over there? Because I've had a couple of people sort of who don't know anything about him say to me, who is this bloke and why is everybody going crazy over him? So I have to sit there and explain who he is. Thank you, Gypsy. She's saying that the moose is adorable. Now, the moose pattern is already on the channel. It's this month's crochet along. So I've uploaded video 1 and video 2. So when you complete that, you'll have got to the corners, finally. I haven't. Alright, so Aragurumi Ninja is saying that she's still here, which makes a change. In other words, I haven't bored her to sleep yet. I should explain, I do chat to Aragurumi Ninja offline, so that's why I'm a bit more cheeky with her. Deanne's not started the Moose Cow yet. She's got to get some more yarn, so she's started a cardigan for herself. Go for it, girl. Why not? You get in the projects for you when you can, isn't it? Hello, Heart Song Creations. Lovely of you to join us. Okay, so where's it gone? Right, so the blanket the Handmade Designs is making is a colour pooling one. Wow, that sounds interesting. I've only ever seen Works Made colour pooling. I don't think I've really tried it, because it does scare me a little, because if that pattern's not exactly how it's meant to be, I'd end up ripping it out and trying it again over and over again. Ah, right, I get you, Gypsy. Right, so Gypsy's saying it was a huge debate with her immediate family as to whether she used Gypsy Yarn Yak or the other name. Sorry, honey, it's not directly in front of me, so I can't quite pull it out my brain cell for the minute. And she's decided that Gypsy Yarn Yak is just that. It's her talking about yarn. And the business cards will go out with all the finished products. That is a beautiful thing to do. I must admit, I send out little handmade tags with information written on the back and a little note normally. Followed up by normally a Facebook message saying, here's your care instructions and here's your wash instructions. I haven't actually, no, that's, and this was something that I sent out with some NHS bears that I made earlier on in the year, because everyone was going mad for them, weren't they, about this time last year. And it's a little gift card, not gift card, sorry, a little birth certificate. And basically it just says its number, however many that I've made, and then it gives like your care instructions and stuff like that, and it gives the kid a chance to choose the name for the bear. But it was quite cute, because what we did was put like the washing instructions on, which are wash at 30, do not tumble dry, lay flat to dry, the normal, do not bleach, but then I had no choice, I had to do it. I had to put do not feed after midnight. Sort of a little nod to our younger years, isn't it, in a film that we watched when we were kids. And the parents actually found that really, really funny, and they loved that. The kids didn't quite get it, so of course it meant then that the parents could take the kids, stick them in front of the telly and say, this is what she means, and then they were putting on the Gremlins, and the kids thought it was hilarious. Nothing. Ah, Julie, I've been trying to find you on Facebook, because I wanted to tell you about this lady who's, not lady, sorry, but the company that I've bought some yarn from. She can deliver to you. Right, you are doing nothing. One of your ladies is carving, and you've just nipped in to say hello. Hello, honey. Oh, wow. Could we have a birth announced by the end of the live tonight, Jules? Julie, what do you think? Right, so Nat's knitting her first sweater and doing crochet squares for Tidu. Oh, sorry, I can't read that name for tonight, darling. It's all skewiff. But she's doing crochet squares for a cow. That is really, really sweet. What sort of style sweater are you making, darling? Is it like a cardi or a pullover? Oh, Jen, he is a cheeky toe rag, isn't he? If I start shouting him out, I'm going to have to shout the husband out again. Actually, the husband did get a shout out last week, didn't he? Him and his hairy chest. All right then. Andy says he wants a shout out because he's never had one before. Woo! Hi, Andy. There you go. That'll keep him quiet for a little bit. So Nat only gets to work on her projects late in the evening because of school. Nat, it's pretty much similar to the most of us actually. It's either school or work, isn't it, normally, or running around with the kids. I'm just lucky. My kids, I can, well, my daughter's old enough now to get on with her work unless she's struggling, and then she'll give me a nudge. But she's already higher up on the spectrum of class than I ever was. So the likelihood I'm actually able to help her is quite minute now. And so I'm quite lucky because of that. I can crochet during the day if I keep up with my housework. Julie is now spinning. Oh, you got your yarn thing out and you're spinning your own yarn again. So you've sat there and you've brushed all the sheep. How cool. That would be amazing to actually make something, like some yarn from one of the animals that you're looking after. That must be so cool. And actually name the jumper, name the jumper or the yarn by the animal's name that you've given them. Right, so Gypsy says that she loved the NHS bears. Now remember, the NHS bears were not my pattern. They were someone else's pattern. I just sort of changed a couple of little bits, like put little hearts in the pockets so that the kids had a heart and the owner of the teddy bear, like the owner of the teddy bear, which is normally the kid, they had the heart, and then they could give their heart to somebody else. So one of the girls, one of the people that ordered it, ordered a teddy bear. Actually, their sister worked up at the local hospital, and so she hadn't seen her sister for about 3 months. So she got the teddy bear, and then she went round to her sister's house and posted the heart through the front door with a little note saying, "Take me to work with you." So it meant then that she felt that when she was hugging the teddy bear, she was passing the hugs to her sister through the keychain, which I thought was really, really pretty idea. Right, sorry Gypsy, you love the birth certificate. It's brilliant, is it? To be honest, we just had fun with the birth certificate because we thought, well, hey, why not? You just attacked 2 gremlins with your kiddos for the first time. Oh, you watched Gremlins 2. I prefer the first one, to be honest. But then that's because I'm old school, and 9 out of 10 times you prefer the first one, didn't you? Oh, Natalie's making a pullover. Have fun with that. Little tip, I've made 2 tops, 2 jumpers now. Keep a check when you go to do your sleeves, because sometimes the measurement you could do with going up a size on the sleeves, just to give you a bit more room for any bingo wings you have, or muscles if you're lucky. Because the first one I made fitted me lovely, but on my mum it's too tight around the arms. So of course my second one, and that's the trick I did, and it fits me lovely. Right, so our Squishy's in. Say it with Squishy, Yarn Crochet. Hey, hey, crazy lady. Hey, hey, Squishy. Right, so Julie's watching her calf on her cow on the monitor. Calf, cracky, that's a mouthful in itself, isn't it? She reckons that she's got a couple of hours to go, but we just don't know. Well, fingers crossed, it's a nice relaxed birth for her, and it's done in a reasonable time for her. That's me saying that, not Julie. Oh, Julie's spinning alpaca. Oh, how nice. In regards to the Facebook, darling, it wasn't really the Facebook. It's more of the Messenger side of it. Because I couldn't find you. I'd sent loads and loads of messages out with like silly pictures and things on to cheer people up. And then went, oh cripes, I can't remember your picture and stuff like that. So I just had a memory fault this last couple of days. Okie dokies, Nat. Give Puppy a big hug for us and say hi to Mum, and hopefully we'll see you in a little bit, honey. Natalie has just got back to the house, so she'll be back in a bit. Oh, Jen, you bribed him? Jen says her other half's now quiet. He has food. I gave mine the computer. He's got his downstairs, so he's chilling out there now. Oh, right. So you've gone the other way. Nat said that she's actually trying to reduce the sleeves because she thinks they are too big. Sorry, when I was saying about the sleeves, Nat, it was the section that comes around here. So it's around this bit here. That was the issue I had. I quite like long sleeves, but it was just too tight around that muscle. The bingo ring there. And then with my second one, of course, as you've all seen, it fits lovely up here, but it's too short here. So I'm still getting to grips with jumpers myself. Hello, Bunny Crochet. Nice of you to come along, honey. Oh gosh, no, don't do it, Gyps. Don't do it, Gypsy. She's not able to write anymore. She's got to watch me on the big screen as her phone is dying. Don't do that. You're going to see spots and all sorts. Big screen. Oh, scary. You up for a Halloween treat? Yeah, it might be worth a look, Julie. I will double check for you when I get off the live later. And yes, I'm jotting your name down because my brain is like that at the moment. Oh, that would be really, really cool if you guys could actually do that. Thank you for the for reminding me, Gypsy. You know what I'm like. I'm not used to asking for things, am I? Gypsy is saying just to remind you all to hit the thummies and show this crazy some crazy love. And Nat is said the underarm area is too big and she doesn't like it baggy. What a pair away. There's me saying go bigger and you're like, no, I need to go smaller. Oh, bless. So, what have you guys got planned this week? I didn't bring up my little thing I've been working on. Last week you got a couple of you threw out some ideas of things that you'd like to see on the channel, and one of them was a chili pepper. So I have made a little chili pepper. At the moment he's a keyring for me because he's not perfect, not by a long shot. So, but I've got the idea for the shape down, which is why I make it small, because I'm used to working with DK. So I've made my little chili pepper, and then I am going to actually make a big one with the papaya velvet. Hopefully I'll have enough. If not, I'll just have to make it with some random chunky yarn that I find in the back of one of my drawers, so that I can make up the tutorial to show you how to make it. So he's going to be a little chili pepper with a really cute face. Hopefully he works out. So maybe 2 to 3 weeks time you'll get that one. It'll be one of the patterns that comes in after the Moose is finished his little debut. Thank you, Nat, for hitting the thumbs up button. Oh no, don't worry, honey. Don't worry, Anne Ninja. We haven't spoken about a great deal. I've just been reading out comments and making comments on the comments. Oh, Nat, you're not stuck in Groundhog Day the same every day. It does get like that after a while. Because of course I've done, what are we on? We are coming up for a year in lockdown now. Although none of my family have any underlying health issues, my idea is if I don't mix with many people, if I do become a carrier, I'm not going to pass it to many. And so with homeschooling and things like that, she stays in most of the time, and the only time we really go out is to walk Liam or go food shopping. So yeah, Groundhog Day is a bit of a pain. I mix it up. So one day I'll clean a different room of the house, just so I've got something else to look at. Hello, Silver Fox Lavashan. It's lovely of you to come in, honey, and have a chat. Am I going to be making scrunchies? Squishy, I have never made a scrunchie, ever. Never ever. So it would have to be something I would really look into. Now I know there are a couple of other girls that are probably here that have actually already made scrunchies and put up a tutorial. If you have, shout out, and we'll pop Squishy your info so that she can jump over and have a nose. Oh my. Okay, you're gonna kick me. right. I should explain. Jen Brandon, because she's done such a beautiful job on some of the other corner to corners that she has made using my patterns, Jen is actually my pattern tester, and I was evil. I gave her a choice. Honestly, I gave her a choice of which one she wanted to do. But Jen is testing out one of my patterns that won't actually be coming onto the channel because it is too big. She's made it to the corner now, and it's 36 inches wide. Ouch, that's quite a decent size, isn't it? Oh crikey, that's not square either, is it? It's oblong. Yep, she's definitely going to kick me. I'm sorry, Jen, but it is a nice pattern though. Once you pop a border on it, you'll be able to pop it on your bed. Hi, Sabrina. Sabrina's popped in. She's just letting us know that she is doing her dinner. So she's listening but not typing. That is alright, darling. Float away. What you got for dinner, though? It's got to be better than what I got. I got dodgy burgers. They're dodgy because we were using up the bread. So no burger buns, just bread. Okay, so our Urugurumi Ninja's going to be a little bit quiet because she's also eating her dinner. Okay, so everybody's saying hello to Sabrina because she's our new girl in the room. Alright, now I don't blame you, mate. I think, to be honest, even during the gap that we had over here, where we had about a month where we could go out, I still chose not to. I still chose to keep it the same as it was because I was like, right, well, I want to safeguard so I can go and see my family for Christmas. And then we had the Christmas lockdown, so that didn't happen either. But I'll get to see them at some point. Do their heads in and then they'll kick me out and tell me to go home. Right, so hold on. Sorry, Squishy, I'm trying to read the S word that you've got in there, and it's not a swear word, gang. Right, it is 6:30 AM on the east coast of somewhere. And you've not been to bed yet. Are you working nights, or was you just chilling out crocheting and completely lost track of time? Right, 6 AM and you're still up talking to me. You are insane, honey. Have I still got to move out of my yarn room? Susan's asking. I really don't know yet. We still don't know what is going on with my eldest. Because she's decided she might go and spend some time with her grandparents. But my grandparents don't have, her grandparents I should say, don't have the internet. So she may not last long there. Because it's like internet detox if she goes and stays with them. Especially if lockdown's still on. Because if lockdown's on, she wouldn't be able to cope with no internet. I don't think any of us would we nowadays? So then if that's the case and she does come back, yep, I'll be moving out of here for a bit. But it's alright, I've got plans. Because then once I move on again, that means that I've got this room and I can completely revamp it. Oh, Sabrina's going posh with her dinner, everybody. She's got spaghetti alla bolognese. Sweet. Oh, sweet Susan, you're changing out the blue for the pink on the moose blanket. That is going to look so cool. Is it, are you still doing the 2 shades, or are you going to go for more than 2 shades? Why didn't you just say Oz, Squishy? I'm sitting there thinking, where is she talking about? And I should know by now. You're one of my Aussie crazies. You've been around for like ever. Who needs sleep? I don't know. You haven't seen me after a 12-hour shift. I haven't done that in such a long time though. I used to work in care and I used to work nights. So I was used to being up all night and on about 4 hours a day sleep. Yeah, so Squishy, your pom was completely lost then. I think, yeah, to be honest, Squish, I do think those pink hearts in place of the blue will come up gorgeous. I also like the idea if it was made for a child, for a baby, and you don't know the sex of the baby, sort of doing all the primary colours. Because what we got? We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the 7 option. There, you could do like a primary set as well. Hello, Granny Crafter Edna. Nice to see you, honey. I gotta make. I am so sorry. I feel so bad for you now, Tian. I'm sorry. You really are going to be kicking me when you get to the end of it. Deanne is saying that she's got to make 2 of the moose blanket, one for the grandson, and after her granddaughter's seen it, she wants one too. I'm sure we can bribe her with something else so you don't get bored of the same pattern, Deanne. I'm sure we could, but to be honest, it is a nice pattern once you get working with it. If you don't have to stop and start like I did for recording, it won't take too long to knock up. But I can't wait to see the pictures of the first one and then the second one and then the 2 of them together when you get them done. That would be well cool. Please send me a picture, babe. Actually, to anyone that's making them, send us a picture because I love seeing them. So Susan, have you actually, to the pair, Susan and Diane, have either of you started them yet? I think you'd said you was waiting for yarn, weren't you, Deanne? That's why you were doing the jumper, or am I getting confused with somebody else, which is pretty normal for me? Right, it's gone a little bit quiet on the chat. That's because you're all munching your grub, isn't it? Right, while he's gone a little bit quiet, I thought I'd give you a bit of an explanation on how I lay my videos out and what I put in my drop down menu and things like that for any newbies that are actually going to be following along with the patterns. What I suggest you do is read the drop down box first, because before starting it, if I come across any issues within the written pattern, I will notify you in a little section within the drop down box that will say if there's any issues with the pattern and what rows they will be on, so that you can then, as you're working along, you'll know, say row 27, because that seems to be a bug of mine, row 27 has an issue, so you'll know when you hear me say row 27, you can actually look over at the screen and I will write on what's on there. What the problem is, if I notice it in editing. If I don't notice it in editing, then it will just get put in there, and there's not really a great deal I can do once the video is up and live, apart from go in and change that little section and tweak it about if we need to. What else have we got? What else have we got? And again, I will use that area in all of my videos to add extra information that I'll have forgotten to say in the main one. So there will be links to videos within a set of videos, so if you're following a cow, check there for the link in case it's not been added yet to the start or the end of the video. If it's during a whips and bits, it will be where I will put answers to any questions that have been repeated, or my email information, so you can pop those photographs over when you're finished. And also, if I've used somebody else's pattern, that will of course be where the link is put as well. And soon I will be getting my very first affiliated link, and that will be in there as well. Where are we going? Right, so Susan's only going to be using the 2 shades of pink. It is, to be honest, I don't blame you, it is quite a big pattern to go. So are you sticking to a dark and a lighter pink so that you can still hear if I say dark blue or option A or option C, you'll know which ones they are. Right, so you're just about to start it. I wonder how far you're going to get before Sunday for the whips and bits. Amigurumi Ninja has just got back from the shop and she's not scoffing yet. She will be soon, and I don't blame her. Oh dear. Has just trying to think. Where have we gone? I've lost her. Has Natalie are you back yet, our Natalie from Natalie's Closet? No, she's probably giving puppy hugs and mummy hugs because I told her to. So I got a little notepad down here, and I was watching one of Natalie's videos and I took a couple of notes because there was a couple of things I thought she might want to know. But I'll wait till she comes back. If not, I'll just hold on to it. I'll tell her about it later. Banging and crashing. I'm just not scoffing yet. No, I didn't think so. Nat, because I know she was jumping out of the car, wasn't she? She might have had food shopping and stuff like that, and be making lunch for her and Mum, because it's about lunchtime over in America at the moment, isn't it? I think it's what, just after 2 or something, isn't it? Okie dokies, so I now I've got a crazy Australian who really should have gone to bed 15 hours ago. I got my crazy Aussie, and I've got a load of my girls from the UK and Ireland. So is there anybody else that's sort of in a place that I might not have heard of? It'd be really cool if you just popped your country in the comments. Ah, right, so our Little Heart Song Creation saying it's almost 3 PM. I'm guessing that is in USA because that sounds about right. Time difference from one side of the country to the other. What you like? Yeah, so we're +5 on you at the moment in America. +5 America. Crikey, so I managed to catch a good few of you then in America. That's Eastern. Cool. So I'm jotting it down because my brain's like a sieve. Just as in the times. So we've got an Indiana, USA. Sweet. And a Boston. So there's a good few of you actually that have made it over, made it in from America, because I thought quite a few of you would still be in work. So I'm guessing shift patterns or lunch breaks, and you're just hiding from the boss. We got so you got a Georgia. No, Ninja, me and you share the same body clock time, don't we? Never knows if it's morning, afternoon, evening or what. So we like it upside down and round the wrong way, don't we, girl? Right, so Jen has actually taken a picture of the C2C from a few rows back. She's doing some slipper socks tonight. I don't blame you, babe. You have been working so hard on that to get it from where it was last week to where it is this week. It's a big pan. Oh, Julie, what you like? She's in the same time zone as the UK, but 25 years behind it, to be honest. 25 years sounds like a good one. 25 years, it was quite nice about 25 years ago. And Nat's lived in Florida for over 30 years. Ooh. So where was you from before that then, Nat? Where did you live before that? because of course my husband was in the army, so I started off in Essex, got married, and then he promised me the high life. He promised he was going to take me travelling around the world. So we went to Wiltshire. Then there was a chance we were going to go to Germany, but we went to Hampshire, which is like the next town across, like the next sort of valley across type thing. Then we were like, right, we'll get to Germany this posting, and then we went back to Wiltshire. And so at this, I went to see like one of these card readery type people who read your fortunes, and he told me that I was going to live abroad. I was going to live over the water. We moved to Wales. So we were there for a few years, and then we made it to where we are now. And we were in army quarters for a couple of years until he left, and then we stayed put because the kids were here. I haven't actually been over to Ireland, Julie. I was just generalising, as in, 25 years ago, my mum and dad could still leave their front door open back in Essex. Everybody knew everybody. The local bobby would give you a clap round the ear roll if you were misbehaving, and everything was a lot calmer. And nowadays the parents have to keep their door locked because you never know who's going to wander in. And the bobby can't clip the kid around the ear roll because the kid's liable to kick him one. So it's a lot different. Things have changed so much just in the last 25 years. But yeah, I would love to come over to Ireland. I'd love to do the whole island, top and bottom. But it would just have to be me and my bestie, to be honest. Leave the boy at home. Let him deal with the dog. But of course my bestie, bless her, she'd be like, no, Ange, not another yarn shop. No more yarn shops. Because we'd sort of spoken about it when I got my driving licence, because she doesn't drive. And she's like, well, I can help with the fuel, she goes, and we'll jump in the car and you can do all the driving. You lived in Essex as well, did you, Susan? I was up near Southend. Southend-on-Sea is where EastEnders go on holiday, and it only ever looks that neat and tidy when they're filming. Crikey, Nat, that sounds like fun. Your American father was stationed in France and met your mum. He got out of the service when she was born, so he went back to France, and then he got a job in Florida, so they had to learn to speak English. Crikey. English is evil. It's an evil language to learn. And of course our Julie, she was an army brat, basically known as a pad brat. It means your parents are in the military and you were stuck born into that sort of area. You were stuck born into it. And then she was an army nurse, and she only actually spent 3 years in the UK all told. Cool, great escape there, Jules. Julie, sorry. As I said, the most we'd done was a move to Wales. We were there for like 2 to 3 years. Bought a place, tried to settle down there. We were doing really, really well, but we were living unaccompanied, which meant my husband was working away and he would only come home at weekends when he was able to. So we probably only got him home for 4 days each month, which was quite quiet, but it was a pain because when he got home I wasn't driving, so that was it. First job on a Saturday morning was to do a big fat food shop to last us till he came home next, unless I was ordering stuff online. And of course, because I'm dyslexic, our shopping bill didn't used to be as high as it should have been because I couldn't spell half the stuff I wanted. So that's why most of it was and brought in a big shop and then frozen and stuff to keep us going throughout the month, and then we just pick up the basics in the local shops. Where was I? Susan, she was in Dagenham and had holidays in Southend. Well, saying that, it wasn't a bad little trip down by train, was it? What, about half hour, if that? So you spent many an hour in the arcades on the 2p pushers then, pushing the coins through, as a guess. Oh, Aragorumi Ninja, you have gone posh, haven't you? Originally from Birmingham, and then she moved to Regis-upon-Sea. Hey! Our Sabrina's back. She's finished her food, and so she is. Hi, Sabrina. Welcome back, my darling. We've got about 10 minutes or so to go, and then I'll say goodnight to you all, because I'll have probably talked your ear off by that point. And my chair's getting all squeaky, because I keep leaning back on it by mistake. Ugh. Alright, so what have I been up to? Well, Monday we had some chaps. I actually have visitors, but you can't really call them visitors because they were workmen, but they were visitors. It was the closest I got. And they were coming around to fit a new front door and patio doors that we got. So and bless Liam got to spend the whole day up the office with hubby, so he chilled out pretty quickly up there, thankfully. And so there was me sitting there in my thermals in the lounge, because of course the lads were working to the side of me. So I was chatting away to the lads, and there's me trying to crochet, shivering. It was like, no, I couldn't even make a poppy. The hooks were going all over. The hook was going all over the place. So of course I had that going on Monday, because of course they've done the like the patio doors, and then they've moved on to the front door. So we've got a new front door that actually closes without you having to jiggle it to make sure it's actually sitting properly in its frame. Turned out it was only being held on by the frame was only being held on by 2 screws. We were quite lucky that it didn't fall apart and didn't fall in on us. But yeah, so we got those now. And then Tuesday we had what was it? Tuesday my back kicks in, but we had a problem over the weekend with the cooker. Of course, a couple of weeks ago I set it alight, didn't I? And I told you guys I set it alight, but it should be alright. Well, it wouldn't close, and it wasn't down to the seal breaking or anything like that, because the seal was okay. It was something else had gone wrong. I think the temperature had made the metal maybe bend and buckle a bit. So the door wouldn't close unless you had something propped up against it. So of course the first time I propped something up against it, I used a broom. So I was like, right, prop that up against it, that's jammed in, that will cook lovely, that's fine. Second time I tried it, it didn't want to play. So I was like, this cooker's broken, Rob. And Rob's going, it's all right, we can hang on a few more weeks, don't panic. And I'm like, no, I'm not. So I cooked dinner, and you look at it 1 minute and it's still frozen. It's been in 45 minutes, 47 minutes is burnt. And it's just like, this is ridiculous. So my husband says, oh, it must be you. You're having a bit of a mare moment with the cooker. I'm like, yep, I'm fighting with the cooker. So he cooks Sunday dinner. He ends up sitting outside, bless him, on a chair, propping, like holding the door closed on his laptop, sort of tapping away on his laptop, cooking a Sunday roast. So that we had our Sunday roast. And then of course with everything going on Monday, we decided Monday, what was it, were we cooking? No, we decided we're going to get a new cooker. So he orders a new cooker and goes and picks it up on the Tuesday, and comes back Tuesday, an hour before, like yesterday, an hour before the live was due. And we were so busy trying to get the oven in and trying to cook dinner that we didn't actually sit down for tea until 7:45. So that is why I postponed yesterday's, that and the fact that my back was killing me. So I didn't really want to run the risk of sitting here being all miserable because I was in pain. Hold on. What have I missed? What have I missed? Ah, oh, Susan, you like the old sea shirt? It's alright, my brain's gone to sleep now. So you did you ever go down to Lee, to the cockle sheds in Lee? If you walked along the seafront, you could just keep walking and it would take you into Lee. And that was where all of the local boats used to drop off their catches. So if you went there, you would have got proper fresh cockles. and whelks and all the other nice yumminess. No, they're not yarn. Thank you, darling. Love you. It's alright, my husband bought me a pair of boots and he's just brought them in. Where are we going? Give me dear. Technically, our doors were to the point where they were hanging off. They basically, if we'd been playing ball and Liam had run into the front door, he'd have gone through it. So yeah, they were like, they were as old as the house. All the frame was rotting. They really weren't good, and we'd had it. We booked it in during the break between the first and the second lockdown. So we'd booked it in then, and we've waited till now to get it done. Because we'd waited that length of time, they were like, well, it must be an emergency because they're still waiting for it. Certifiable, of course you are. You're here. You're with me, Chills. Julie was saying, sorry, that they can only have workmen in the house if it is emergency. Our lockdown is so strict. As I said, they were working on the front and the back door, so they literally only came in to the property about that much, basically enough for the work boots, and that was as far as they came in. So before they turned up, I'd moved all the furniture away from the patio doors anyway, so it was all moved out, and they couldn't come into the house because they were blocked by furniture. And with the front door, all he literally had, he came in as far as the front door mat. That was it. That's all he came in. That was his little workspace. He put his sheets down and everything. Worked on that. Everything got picked up. Masks were worn, and everything was disinfected down before they left. So they disinfected it, and then I went behind them and disinfected it as well. So they were really, really good, and the company as well have got our details and everything, and if we get any symptoms, or the workmen get any symptoms, or they're in contact with anybody that's got the symptoms, then they will be then phoning everybody that person has been in contact with since they'd been to that initial person that was contagious, which I think is really, really good actually. Oh, Nat, you got Chinese food. Oh, his leftovers are even better. Oh no, Susan, you didn't. Your freezer broke down last weekend and you had to throw out all the food and buy a new one. How long had the food been? When did you notice it? Because this is a little trick I learned actually because of military and moving around and things. If your freezer breaks down and you don't have to move it, it's going to sound daft, wrap it in a duvet because it makes it more thermal and it helps to keep the cold temperature in. So then as long as the food hasn't defrosted for 24 hours, hasn't fully defrosted, like not fully, if it hasn't started defrosting, you can refreeze it. But if it has started defrosting, then you can cook it off, and then once it's cooked, you can refreeze it. Okay, Julie, right, you're running off now because the cow's looking like she's going to be close. Thank you for the chat, darling. Thank you for joining us, and fingers crossed we've got a little one coming to the chat next week. And Mum's sticking her head through the window. Yes, Ninja, he was slightly swinging on the door trying not to be in shot, which he wouldn't have been anyway. He could have stepped to the other side of the bed and you guys wouldn't have seen him, unless he decided to lay on the bed, I suppose. I broke the door because I like that one. No, she's saying that I broke the door because I opened the door so much looking to see if I had a yarn package. To be honest, I can't take the blame for this one. This is all hubby. We get, as I said, because he's got the computer company, I know our delivery guys are by name, and that is the Royal Mail, the DPD, sorry, Hermes, and the other one. I can never remember the other one because he hasn't got its sign written on the side of the van. But we have 4 delivery guys, and I've had 3 of them turn up today. Yesterday I had all 4 come and say hello, and tomorrow I believe I've got 2 again. So I see the delivery guys, I actually spend more time chatting to them than I probably do the husband, because they'll pop up and they're like, all right, how you doing today, honey? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And if it's my one day a week or my one day a fortnight where I go out shopping and there's a traffic jam or a new set of lights go up, I will then turn around to them and go, oh, by the way, there's lights on this road or that road that have just gone up, just so they know. And so they know I'll share information like that with them so that they can get to their next drop off a bit quicker. So it's not me, it's all him. Blame him. He's the shopaholic. Yeah, so that's been it really for this week. And as I said, I've had that one delivery that turned up today. The video is going to be going up at 10:30 tomorrow morning, so that is the 4th it's going up, right? Which will also mean that anyone that's watching this on catch up, it should already be up by the time you get to this one. Right, it's looking like you girls are all chilling now. I'm actually going to head off. We've hit the hour point and my brain, as you can tell, is shutting down. And yeah, sorry, brain is shutting down. Right, so I'm gonna head off. It was really lovely spending this last hour with you all. I will be back tomorrow, as I said, with that video, and then you will have the Throwback Friday on Friday, and I will see you all again for Whips and Bits on Sunday. Oh, stop it, Ninja. You're making me all hungry again. Oh, Bunny, that is so cute. The only delivery you're expecting is the stork to deliver your new nephew any day now. Oh, that is going to be so cool when he turns up. What crazy stuff have you made him? I bet you've made him a ton of stuff, haven't you? Right, I'm waiting for your answer now. I'll probably catch. Alright, as I said, I'm going to pop off and I will see you all really soon. So please stay in if you can and definitely stay safe. And I will see you all later. Thank you very much. Bye.